What's up, Tsla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a very quick update about Tesla's SPY in the broader markets. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link that's down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo with the link down below and deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $2,000, you're guaranteed 25 in total. And deposit $5,000, you're guaranteed 60 free stocks. You also qualify for an 8.1% APY on invested cash, and the offer ends at the end of July and just 2 weeks from now. Anyways, as far as Tesla's going, we're looking bullish, and I did talk about this in my video yesterday. I did answer the question, can Tesla bounce? I said as long as Tesla could hold these supports, as long as we don't lose like 315, we're looking for an attempt to push back up for 325. And if that breaks, we're looking for essentially 330. We ended up going to 330. Now we're kind of like in this range between 330 and 325. So that's what you're essentially watching for on Tesla. Now, for today, we got the Michigan consumer sentiment data. Everything was quite tame. Consumer sentiment was a bit above expectations. The 5-year inflationary expectations went down a bit to 3.6%. But everything else is about the same as before, so nothing too significant came out. Also, Tesla's trying to ramp up their overall FSD as they're going to continue to expand it, and they're going to be testing in even more countries. Now they're going to be confirming that they're testing FSD in Spain. That's the 5th European country to test the feature, which is some good news for Tesla. On top of this, they want to continue to expand their robotaxi, but they're pending regulations that are still, once again, going to take some time. Besides that, like I said before, Tesla's looking more bullish. It's also outperforming the market. As long as Tesla's not lose 325 and 320, we're looking more bullish, and we're going to be looking for a retest of 330. If that breaks, we could be pushing a lot more next week as we get closer to earnings. So the 4-hour looks more bullish. The daily is looking quite solid as buyers are stepping in, so we're looking quite good. For SPY, we're holding up well, but keep in mind we're also range bound. We did dip a little bit, but as long as you don't lose 627, we're going to be fine. Watch 627. If that fails us, we're going to be returning to 625 most likely. But if we hold 627, we can try to bounce back up for 629 plus. So the range right now is between 630 and 627. We'll see which way we break as we're in the middle. As long as we don't lose 627, though, we could still bounce. So we're still holding up decently in terms of the trend. But watch and see if 627 holds. If not, we could be tipping more. I do see a lot of shop today. It is Friday, so do expect some shop. On the QQQ, we need to get back above 560 to remain bullish. If we can't, we're watching to see if 560 holds. If not, we're going to return to 558. Might see a small dip, so be careful. On the IWM, we pumped very nicely to about 225. Now we're looking for a test of 222 to 220. And we'll see if we bounce off those levels. 222 flat could be tested. ES tried to bounce. Now we're looking for basically 6320 to 6300 as our range of support. And we'll see if we bounce off those levels or not. NQ has 23,155 to 23,000 flat as our support, so we're going to see if we bounce. Bitcoin has support right here at 117,000, basically 115,000, so we'll see if we bounce off those levels. Tesla, however, like I said, is looking bullish. As long as we don't lose 325, we're going to likely push for 330. For Nvda, we have support over here around this 169 area. We're going to see if we bounce or not. If we dip a bit more, watch and see what kind of reaction we get. Apple's on a nice uptrend. I want to see if we can push for 212. For others out there, we have AMD, which is dipping. We're going to be looking to see if we could hold 154.6 to 155. That's going to be our main support. Coinbase is looking a bit more bullish. We're holding up very well. As long as we don't end up losing like 420, we're going to be testing 430. If that breaks, we could be going even higher. Amazon's consolidating. It's kind of in the middle right here. So expect some range-bound price action between 225 and 223. And I do think we trade sideways for now. It's very indecisive. Meta's kind of weak. It might be retesting 698 to 695. Google's looking a bit more bullish for every 186, and Microsoft could be dipping a bit towards 506. So there's some weakness here. The VIX was dipping. Now we're gonna see if it bases right here, and then we're gonna be watching to see what kind of move we get. But for now, I do see consolidation on the VIX for the time being. So the market is showing a little bit of weakness. We're going to see if 627 holds on SPY. If not, we could be dipping a little bit to retest this 20 EMA. There's a lot of chop, so it may not be a very fast move. It's going to be very slow. But like I said before, Tesla remains more bullish. As long as we're above 325, we're favoring 330 to be retested. In case the market does dip hard, that could slow us down a little bit more, but we're still range bound between 330 and 325. And nonetheless, the trend on Tesla is still quite bullish. Thank you all so much for listening. Have a good one, and peace out.